Hello and welcome to a new segment I felt like putting on the channel. It's a bit different, I'd say. It's just doing reviews. Not really, I'm not going to reviews. I still am going to play the games. I'm just doing reviews on apps, on like phone games that I tend to play a lot. And today we're going to be doing a review on Spartan Runner. I do have bullet points of what I want to go over in the game or anything like that, because I do enjoy these games, and these videos are not sponsored, of course. However, they are a game that I do enjoy. I'd say only one of them is really popular because of what it is. That will be coming up in the later video, and that will be kind of obvious when it is posted. However, today, like I said, is going to be on Spartan Runner, and there are a few things I'm going to go over in this game on what it is, some of the game features, some of the available things to do, such as customization, upgrades, or anything like that you can do in the game. But let's get to it. It will be a bit different, like I said, so hopefully you enjoy. Alright, first thing is going to come down to the gameplay. The gameplay is going to be a bit simple. It's going to be just like a normal runner game. However, it is Halo oriented, so the guns and power-ups and everything you can do, and I'll get more into the specifics of power-ups. However, what you can do is run and shoot the shotgun, which is your defaulted gun, and just make the gaps and make sure you kill anything in your way. However, the way the game works is a bit similar to the Halo style. Say if you run into a jackal and you have a shotgun and you try and shoot the jackal's shield with the shotgun, it will not die. You will instead now possess the skills of Super Mario and be able to jump on their head to kill them if they get in their way. You can, of course, jump over them, go around, and maybe just not even bother with them. There are a few abilities that will come in play that will be able to help you. When you are fighting up against different enemies, you will encounter, of course, what is in Halo. You will be able to shotgun and shoot down elites, grunts, buggers, hunters, but only if they're turned around. The only ways you can actually kill hunters if they're facing at you is, of course, with heavy artillery, such as the Spartan laser, or even the fuel rod should be available in this game. But besides that, all other guns you will have to shoot the hunters in the back. Along with the jackals have a few just normal features of what is Halo. You will need a plasma weapon to destroy their shield in any way. So you will have, I think it should be the plasma rifle, the carbine, of course any fuel rods, anything like that, including explosives or things like Spartan laser that make sense of the actual Halo game. And there should be another few features such as the vehicles. On specifics to the jackal will be the ghost. If you have a ghost and you're using it, it actually still has the guns that you can use, and in this case you can use the guns on the jackal and it will destroy its shield. But in most cases you can use the ghost on anything except for the hunters, of course, if the hunter is facing straight at you. Then your best option is to somehow, in this game as well, the ghost can just lift off the ground magically and fly in the air for a few short minutes. It's as if you put thrusters on the bottom, but besides that, it's still pretty good. The basic shield in this game is a bit more of the Halo 1 style and Halo 2 crossed. It will be the speed of the Halo 1 recharge, but it will be like the Halo 2 count as well, so when your shield goes down all the way, after you get hit in this case, you will just die right away, instead of being able to take a few hits. The shield, however, will recharge after a few moments of not being hit by anything or not running into anything. So if you're low on health, do try to avoid instead of just trying to fight your way through it. Might be able to help you out, get a farther distance if that's what you're trying to do. There are a few other things that you'll find at the top of the screen. It will be a pause button and your distance that you've currently run. Pause, of course, if you gotta leave, and then your distance run to just see how far you're going. And to maybe see when things are coming up, such as if you're gonna speed up, as you slowly speed up throughout the game. And in the bottom left, you have your jump ability, which allows you to jump if you hold it down. Longer you hold it down, higher you jump. And in the bottom right hand, you will have your weapon fire button. This will allow you, of course, as it sounds, to fire your weapon. Now, specifics to the weapons. For this game, there are a few weapons. Your default is the shotgun, which of course is going to be unlimited ammo, but it still has the characteristics of Halo 1 shotgun. Not too far of range, unlike Halo 1 shotgun, but however, it does a lot of damage as one shot is a kill no matter what. It's a runner game. So in runner games, of course, it needs to be quick. But with other weapons such as the Covenant Carbine, the Needler, the Plasma Rifle, Assault Rifle, it will be an ammo cartridge, and you will have to use that ammo. Say if you were using the Assault Rifle though and you had 30 rounds still left in there and you go and hit another question block to get a new item, If it's a carbine instead of your assault rifle, you will now only have the carbine. The assault rifle is essentially gone, and you will now just run with that until you deplete on ammo or find another question block. Or if, you die. Additional items you can use will be the jetpack, the mongoose, and the ghost, which will all have their own characteristics. The ghost is the only one with a gun. Jetpack will help you improve on height jumping, so you can maybe clear a gap that you don't actually want to fight. And the mongoose just gives you a speed boost, so you can keep going and make sure to avoid obstacles. Of course, if you get hit by something while in one of the vehicles, except for the jetpack, because jetpack's just an item to use, you will get knocked out of the vehicle. The way these abilities work is that they have a charge time. Some of them will depreciate right away over time, such as if you're using the mongoose or the ghost, its energy will rapidly deplete until it is 0, and then you will be defaulted back to the shotgun or whatever you had prior. There are going to be overshields, just like in Halo 1, where you can get the overshield and it doesn't deplete over time. It's only when you actually get hit from items or anything like that will start to lower your shield. But there is also invisibility, which is kind of overpowered in this game. Essentially, you won't get hit by anyone or anything that you run through. You're essentially invulnerable. You're just invisibly walking past them. However, you still need to make your jumps, because if you do, you're just going to fall in a pit. There are a few things you can do with these power weapons and vehicles. You can go to the barracks, and in the barracks you can actually go to the upgrade tab in the store and upgrade them with the credits that you earn on the run. Of course, credits are earned by how far you go and how much things you kill. Not specific on how, because I've gotten bonuses to where they're like 3,000 bonus but only 10 credits for the run, and sometimes it's opposite. You can get a lot more through the Commendations tab, which I'll go over later. But as you see in the barracks here, there's a credit amount. First level, of course, costing 5,000 to upgrade to level 2, so on and so forth. In this case, I purchased the sniper rifle upgrade, and I've also had upgrades on the assault rifle, because that is one of the main guns, as you will find along in all the Halo games, and the Spartan laser. These usually are the most effective for me, because they're the more power weapons that I would like to, of course, get. It doesn't improve your odds on getting them out of the question block. However, it is just nice to have, say, if you do get the random RNG chance of the drop. There are a few other things while you are in the store tab. There should be power-ups, which you scrolled past to get to the item upgrades. Power-ups are those boosters that you get in the beginning of the level if you want to spend the credits that kind of just get you a little farther. There's things like weapon bonus, which means you'll get a random weapon drop at the beginning of the map or beginning of your run. The only issue with using power-ups, mind you, it's a one-time use. You can't get them back, so you will be spending these credits, and of course if you don't make it worth it, you will not be getting your money back. There's also then start bonus. So the start bonus is a direct 750 meter boost, and there's a super start bonus with a 1500 meter boost. So you're already going pretty fast and you don't need to do that slow beginning. However, they are quite expensive at 1,000 credits and 2,500 credits. The last one will be a continue token. Continue token, as it sounds like, you die, you get to continue if you use a token. That one being at 3,000 credits. And all the way at the bottom of the store is something that people will like a little bit, just to customize your character. You have different available helmets, which will start at EVA, EOD, and so on and so forth. And you can scroll through the list here. And yes, you can even get Avery Johnson, which is titleless. Yes, he is back. The only way you can unlock these, by the way, is that you have to purchase the first helmet no matter what. And you have to keep going down the list, so you will start at EVA, EOD, then ODST, then Rogue, and keep going and going until you get to the bottom, or whichever one you want in the end. The top 3 probably being at the bottom, being the Mark V, then the Hayabusa, and then Avery Johnson, of course. Now there's something else in the next tab over. It's actually Commendations tab. Commendations tab, you'll remember if you ever played Halo Reach, which was one of the first Halos, I think, to actually do this, but it is pulled from the Halo Reach game, at least the icons. What they are is just challenges to do as you play the game and keep going. They will give you credit bonuses. So in this case, say if you're doing a Spec Ops, kill a midweight enemy. Middleweight enemy is probably going to be more around your Jackal kind of characters, and also your elites. They're going to be more of your common characters along with lightweights. Heavies are going to be your hunter, and they're not going to be as common because they show up, I'd say, fairly often. They're just not as often, of course, as light and middleweight characters. But as you kill them, you will unlock the commendation, and the commendation will then give you credits, and you can keep going. Just like on Halo Reach, you had your iron icon, then you went bronze, silver, gold, and so on and so forth, until you got to, I think it was Onyx, and on Onyx was the end. Once you beat that, and got that commendation done, you were done with that commendation, and you could look to actually focus on the others. But again, just a nice little thing to add in there for you to do something. So as we just purchased the EVA to show off, I'll put that one on and we can go and show you a run. We'll go from the Mark 6 to the EVA, and you'll see an obvious difference in the look. You may also do additional features such as changing the armor color, changing the visor color, and this is also where you can add your package, which is where we discussed those prior power-ups for the beginning of the level. You can add them and it will show you at the bottom of the screen, and you can add them to your package, which means your loadout essentially for the start. And at the way below screen, it will show you what your rank is. Currently I am not that high of a rank. I haven't been playing too much, but I've been playing in my spare time whenever I can, and I really did enjoy the game. And also you do have your tokens there for revives. Now there's the customization tab. On the customization tab, you'll have a few things such as the helmet that you want from what we discussed earlier, depending if you like to keep, say, the Mark 6 or the Mark 5 or whichever one you want. In this case I have the Mark 6 and the CQB, or the Scout or the EVA. Now for the big picky people, or the people who just want to know what they've done, you have the stats tab. We'll have like best distance, total distance, and what you've killed, along with any tokens or time spent, and how many times you've died. Currently I've died quite a few, at least for what I think I've died less. So in the settings, of course, very basic, you will have your music, your sound, display, language, and if you want the cloud backup, I don't think you need a cloud backup, but of course that's up to you, that's why the option is there. But the most important part being your username. In this case, my Spartan number, and then you can put whatever else you want there. And you don't actually have to have Spartan ... You can just put whatever you want, and that will be at the intro of the game anyway. But if you want to change it, you can come back here. So leaderboards I haven't found much use in right now. It just shows my rank, name, and distance for all three tabs. I haven't been able to pull up anyone else, so I can see my rank at least at 10,000 something or 11,000 overall weekly, and my score, stuff like that. The final category will be the About tab. This tells you what Spartan Runner and what version and everything you're doing. This I'll leave to the developers and everything like that. They have a Facebook and Twitter. I'll probably leave that down in the description, so at least you can just click there if you want to know some information. Last I saw when this game was first launched, they were actually updating everyone so that you can all make sure if something new was coming out or some other features that maybe you wanted in this game. But that's pretty much it for this game. I still think it's an absolute delight. You'll see in the comments of all the app stores that when you go to download it, a lot of Halo fans, genuine Halo fans, say like me, or other people who are into the gameplay, the music, or just want to have something maybe a little related to Halo, not in like a story sense, just a gameplay sense of, like, it's cool to see the grunts and everything like that, and to hear the music, the original style, not something that was remastered, and you just get to play it on your phone. It's relaxing, and you do it in your spare time. But if there's anything I missed out on in this game, do let me know. I've been trying to see if I can find out everything. So there's like a banshee that flies overhead. I tried to destroy it, I couldn't as much as I did. I had like Spartan lasers, everything, couldn't do anything, and I tried to even get hit by it while I was running. So if you find out anything there, do let me know. And I also did try, and absolutely tried a lot, to get a Spartan laser. You'll find 343 Guilty Spark. He's floating around there, the monitor. He's just floating around, and he's on the main menu. I tried to get a Spartan laser to him and see if you can blow him up, but I could never actually get the Spartan laser there. I would always die, or I'd just I'd just panic and essentially die right before actually getting to shoot the shot, or I'd miss the shot. And I just thought it might be a little Easter egg. So if there are little Easter eggs, do let me know. I figured that one, at least from Halo 3, if you relate back to that game. If you haven't played any of the Halo games, do go back and probably play the Halo games if you want. I recommend them. They're a lot of fun, and you can see that's why the developers of this app went ahead and made this game, because they found those were fun and enough to actually go and make their own mobile game. And if you do get into the games and you get into this app, like I recommend, maybe read the books. If you're not a book person but you still like the story, go read the extended story. That's what the real, like, super big fans, you don't of course have to, but still do enjoy, and I really hope you enjoy Spartan Runner. It's a great game. And like I said before, I'll leave the developers' information below, at least their Facebook and Twitter or whatever else I can find before I upload this video. Good luck, and I hope you can actually get a really far distance, or maybe find some stuff I didn't. Do let me know down in the comments. Enjoy!